decades of severe weather experience, here for you when it counts. This is Doc Deason's Weather, live now. Severe thunderstorm warning.
All right, everybody, good evening. It is 9:19, and wanted to come on and talk about this severe thunderstorm warning, which we've got in place for folks in Cherokee County for some impressive straight line wind potential out of this thing. So let's go to the radar and take a look around here for just a second. Weather Service has the severe thunderstorm warning still in place. That one was issued here earlier in the hour, and they have since put some additional meat into this warning and are now looking at the potential for up to 80-mile-an-hour winds in this thing, which is obviously quite substantial amount of wind to be dealing with. So I wanted to come on and just give some heads up to you guys who are with us there. Again, the warning goes officially until 9:45, southwestern Rusk County, northwestern Nacogdoches, and central Cherokee County. So, yeah, nothing tornadic in this per se, but it is something that can definitely put some trees down and do some damage there that could cause some issues, some significant issues. So looking at the velocity product on the right hand side and the regular reflectivity on the left. So you can see here from Cushing back just to the east side of Cushing, heading towards Appleby, and northwest of Nacogdoches is where the best of this wind seems to be situated at right now. It kind of arcs back to the southwest. We're looking at the Shreveport radar, so we're starting to get some noise in this thing out towards Wells and Alto with the with kind of that purplish shading there. But you can make out on the left-hand side of the screen. Notice how just this thing kind of bulging out, almost like a bow echo almost. But that bulging is indicative of the wind shooting out, and you see that in the velocity product on the right-hand side there. So we want to take those precautions. 80-mile-an-hour wind, that's a lot of wind, and so. I don't want that to catch people off guard who might not take as much account of this if it were a tornado warning. Okay, so just really trying to sound the alarm on that. But you guys there, northwest side of Nacogdoches, there's Appleby, there's Mount Enterprise. You guys are in the polygon for the latest severe thunderstorm warning. And again, you can see that destructive tag on here. Inside of this box. So it's from Cushing back to the northeast. So that does include Nacogdoches, but I think the biggest of the wind is probably going to be just on the north side of Nacogdoches and really up to 59 towards Mount Enterprise. And again, like I said, that Appleby area, there's Garrison and some smaller communities there. But just really want to kind of help to emphasize this. There's pretty good amount of lightning in this thing as well. No power in Sackle, Natalie. Okay, thanks for that. Not surprised by that either, by the way. So Sackle, for those of you who are kind of new to the area, one of the ways that a lot of us used to get down to SFA from Tyler, we'd take 204 out east side of Jacksonville, and that would dump us out eventually down towards Cushing, and you got Sackle in between there. It's Reclaw. So Sackle just pretty close to that area right there. Okay, so the wind has passed through this particular area, and Natalie was commenting there, obviously feeling the effects of that pretty recently. So the Weather Service with at 9:20 the new severe thunderstorm warning, and that'll run until 10 o'clock. So that's southern Panola, southeastern Rusk, northern Nacogdoches, northwestern Shelby County. And they're still holding on to that 80-mile-an-hour gust potential and up to quarter-sized hail. So that is going to trigger some additional things in the weather business. There'll be some additional warnings that will show up on folks' phones with the wireless emergency alert system and things like that. When the Weather Service implements these warnings with this additional tag on it, it tends to get more attention, and it will get more widespread distribution than more of what you think of as a garden variety severe thunderstorm warning. So there are probably a lot more folks who are paying attention to this and kind of looking around a bit more because of that. So we're at 9:24 right now. No tornado warnings out for our area, but we have had this wind potential and do have that in place right now. That's going to be most concentrated over northwestern Nacogdoches, extreme eastern, still over extreme eastern and extreme southern Cherokee County. You get down towards Wells, and you still got some hefty wind in this thing along 69 from Alto back to Wells, and just trying to get into the extreme northern parts of Angelina County right there, where Angelina and Nacogdoches and Cherokee all kind of converge in that neck of the woods there. So you guys in Nacogdoches proper, especially north side of town, I'd be buttoned up. Northwest side of town, most especially. Let's look at the loop on this thing. So let's take it back to 9. What are we going back to? A little after 8 o'clock here. So you can see this thing kind of entering the picture from the west. So the Shreveport radar is what we're looking at. It's going to be shooting this thing higher when it's further to the west due to the way the beam travels upward as it moves out from the Shreveport radar site. So it's going to be hitting this thing higher in the sky and probably looking a bit more dramatic when it's further to the west. And as it comes east, it looks not quite as impressive, but still impressive enough. So let's see here if we've got anything else going on. If you are in this area, if you're in the Cushing area, Mount Enterprise, Appleby, Northwest Nacogdoches, if you're between Nacogdoches and Mount Enterprise, I'd love to know what you're seeing right now. Or if you have any folks that are in that area, in that corridor. Again, let's get it back on the regular reflectivity. The area where we're going to see this wind is going to be right along. See this gradient right here? Right there. That's where the wind's going to be at. It's going to be very pronounced. And probably, truth be told, probably a little bit out ahead of that. The gust front will be probably even a little bit out ahead of that. If we're shooting 100% straight there. All right. So again, came on not for a tornado warning, but for the severe thunderstorm warning with the potential for some destructive straight line winds there. This was something that we were talking about earlier this morning. If you read my update at between 7 and 7:30 this morning, you saw me talk about if we can get these storms to more or less kind of coalesce, that the wind would become a larger concern there. Okay, Lindsay, crazy wind there between Appleby and Mount Enterprise. Okay. Lindsay, thanks for that. Hope you guys are safe. That's exactly where I would expect it to be. You guys in Henderson, you are north of the area of concern here. So Mount Enterprise definitely still in the path of this. You folks, Garrison, Timpson, Gary City, Carthage, you are in the box for the severe thunderstorm warning. So this wind will be coming in your direction, as are our neighbors in Center as we get over into Shelby County, also in the box. Yeah, Lindsay, it's the trees that are the big problem in situations like this. So I totally understand that. And that's a good thing to be mindful of, especially in these kinds of situations. We've had a decent amount of rain over the past month or so the soil is still pretty damp. More so over Trinity County, Houston County, of late, but we've still had a good amount of rain this spring, and so that soil is going to be a little bit looser and able to maybe pull some things down that if the soil was a tad drier might be able to hold its footing. So let's see here. Majestic, with a crazy wind blasted through Alto about 10 minutes ago. Okay, doesn't seem as bad now. Yeah, you guys are on the backside of that in Alto now, Majestic. So thanks for checking in there in Cherokee County. Appreciate that. Winds picking up north side of Nacogdoches. Okay, thanks, Kelly. Appreciate that. Big fuss. A lot of big fuss on the wind, Cody's saying in Appleby. Yeah, that's right where it's going to be at. Exactly my spot. So we're at 9:29. Severe thunderstorm warning will continue. The latest one for Nacogdoches County as well as southern Panola, southeastern Rusk, northwestern Shelby. That goes till 10 o'clock. Okay. I think we're getting some pretty good rain here in Yeah, we're getting some decent rain here on the south side of Tyler. So you guys on generator, Suzanne? Okay, 5 miles from Alto, southwest. Okay. Yeah, not surprised by that. Pretty good wind, Arlene, east of Lindale. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the wind's picking up here, too. I can hear it outside. Showing up to 11 miles an hour here at the house so far. Oh, up to 25. Okay, yeah. So I think you guys in Lindale are feeling the same thing that we're seeing here in Tyler. It may be another little wake low situation here in Tyler on the backside of these showers. Power's out in Laneville. All right, Jana. Thanks for that. Wind's picking up there too. Yeah. Tor's got a lot of stuff knocked around on the patio there in Flint. West of Nac. Blowing pretty hard. Okay, Melanie, thank you. Glad you're there in Nacogdoches County. Elizabeth, as far as the wind goes in Tyler, I'd say I'd plan on it for 10, 15 minutes potentially. We'll see how we trend it today. It's an east wind, so it is on the backside of these showers. Power's flickering there, Felicia. Yeah. Just flickered here a second ago. Seen 25 mile an hour so far, the biggest wind speed I've seen here in South Tyler. But at least the temp's down to 79, so that's good. Man, it was humid today. Good grief. Yeah, the power's flickering there in Flint. Yeah, we'll see quite a few folks with power outages after this is all said and done, I think. Which is not what you want to have on a night with this much humidity. Hang in there, Elizabeth. You're going to be all right. Yeah, Clint, you'll have North Nacogdoches County. You're going to have some pretty good wind out of this thing, man. Let's pull back on the 2 box here and see what we're looking at. And again, we're shooting this thing pretty high. So not quite as pronounced on the wind as it was earlier, but I'd still say 50 to 60 mile an hour wind can't be completely ruled out. So and the Weather Service is intent. They're insinuating that as well. Looks like the bow is not as pronounced to them either. But to me, this wind signature is not nearly as focused as it was 10 minutes or so ago. But still, that's going to be a good amount of wind, and you'll still have some complications from that. But they'll let this warning continue most likely until 10 o'clock, I would think. They may reorient it and pull some areas out that the storm has passed. But so Tyler's got some trees down. Okay, thank you, Tyler. Sorry about that. Jakey's got a battery-operated camping fan. Yeah, you are smart. You'll remember, was it last year in June, or was it the year before last, when we had that derecho that went through Upshur County and just smoked that area? We had tons and tons of power outages there, and it seems like it was maybe a week or two past where we are now, but still a lot of power outages, and it was hot. And I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but I know it was not too far off from this date, probably a little bit further into June. It was June, Cindy? Okay. I have this image of Cindy saying, yeah, I remember. Last June. Okay. I thought it was last June, but so much has happened since then. Darlene's hubby's at the station in really for this wind right in this area here that is tracking to the east, kind of east-northeast. Again, here's the loop. So you guys in Timpson, Garrison, this is probably already through town there. Life's freezing. Okay. Not sure what to make of that. Sorry about that, Cindy. So there's that wind. So that's going to cut right through Timpson. It's Shelby County area. You guys in center. In a short amount of time, we've had a whopping 2/2 of an inch here at my place so far. But others have had much better luck in the rain department. Again, we want to take what we can get rain-wise this time of year. The humidity's here, the heat will follow, and the more of the moisture we have in the ground, it's either going to be a scorcher of a summer or it's going to be just a humid summer, and we will get one or the other. So the rain's going to help us out as far as the actual temps are concerned, the fire danger, burn bans, that kind of thing. But it is going to be sticky for quite a stretch here, thanks to this rain. So at 9:41 now, severe thunderstorm warning continues till 10 o'clock for you guys in Nacogdoches, as well as Panola County and northern Shelby County. Carthage, Tammy, I'll say I think the best of this wind is going to pass just south of you guys in Carthage. You got some hefty rainfall on top of you right now. But I think the brunt of this wind is probably going to pass just south of you guys based on current trajectory, which I'm sure is A-OK with you. We do have the severe thunderstorm watch, which will remain in place for several more hours for a good chunk of East Texas. The tornado watch box off to the west includes folks in Houston County, Trinity County, Anderson County. That goes, I believe it goes until 10 o'clock. No, I'm sorry. That must be 11 o'clock. Starting to freeze, Tara? Okay. Let me close some things out here and see if that helps us some. I'm not sure why it's doing that, although there's just a lot of people online tonight. You can hear the wind starting to pick up again outside. Henderson, Deanna looks fine. You guys are A-okay there, at least for the moment. The brunt of this is going to pass off to the south, well south of you guys. You'll probably get some decent wind, potentially on the backside of this rain, but nothing like what we dealt with in Cherokee County earlier on, or what's going on to the south of you. Ashley Whitehouse is okay. You're kind of the same story as the rest of Smith County. Just some brief, wind picking up, but nothing crazy. Pretty strong wind in Timpson right now, Gwen. Okay. Yeah, that is not surprising. So yeah, here's the leading edge of this stuff. It'll be right in here. So next up after Timpson, you got Tenaha, you got Center. This will all continue kind of scooting east. We can blow this out real quick too. Maybe that'll help some. Power's out in Golden Road and Tyler, Angela. Okay, yeah, probably wind. And probably some pine tree limbs somewhere over there if it's Golden Road. All right. See if that helps us any. All right, let's see if this helps us some. Back at, I think that may be helping a little bit, at least on the quality. Sorry about the stream issues tonight. Not sure what to make of that. But with all the wind and whatnot, and who knows, could be a couple different things in play there. All right, 9:54 coming up on 9:55. We've got the severe thunderstorm warning for Shelby County, and that would also include southeastern Panola County. That's going to go officially till 10 o'clock. So they've downgraded wind potential on this to 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size tail, so it's about an inch in diameter. I've not seen anything as far as tornadic rotation or any reports of the like. This strong wind will be getting you guys in center here, west side of town shortly. Ditto that for folks in Tenaha, right there along Highway 96. Comes up through center to Tenaha, and that wind will sweep across there. Again, upwards of 60 miles an hour there as it swings across. Probably in a 10 to haul very shortly. Again, these radar images are a couple minutes old to start with, so wouldn't be surprised by that at all. Looks like the better wind, honestly, is up here on the north side of this little bow. If we're just looking at kind of looking at where the best of it is. Up there near Gary City, south side of Carthage. Another pocket down towards Appleby. We've got a nice little line that's strung itself together now from upwards of Gary City down to east of Timpson, Garrison, east side of Appleby, down to the north side of Lufkin. So we're at 9:58, almost 9:58 now. So 2 minutes away from expiration on the severe thunderstorm warning. I would expect the Weather Service will probably reissue this further downstream to include eastern Shelby, northeastern Shelby County, as well as the remainder of Panola County, southeastern Panola County, with this thing readying to expire here in a minute or so. Again, does not look as impressive as it did, but still has some punch to it. 50 to 60 possible there. Gary City down to Timpson, and then also as we get down towards Appleby, some pretty decent wind in there. 45 to 50, 55. There's a 70 in there. Not all that's going to get to the ground, but wind's getting stronger there, Neil Kilgore. Okay, T. Again, nothing doing, Tyler. Kilgore area, if you see in wind, you're getting some on the backside of these showers that are dissipating and moving off to the east. That is not from anything organized. That's coming in the form of storms. You're just kind of getting some of that the backside of this large mass of showers. So the Weather Service is starting to trim counties from the severe thunderstorm watch box. They're going to cancel the box for folks in Camp, Franklin, Morris, Titus, Wood. Good news there. They're going to keep it in play for folks Cherokee County, Smith, Harrison, Gregg, points south, Nacogdoches, Sabine, St. Augustine, Shelby. And that will run until 11 o'clock, so about an hour. Still about an hour left on that. Because we are at 10:01 now. So, Weather Service has, for the time being at least, let all of our warnings expire. I'll be interested to see if they rewarn for this eastern part of Shelby County and Panola County. But nothing doing, at least at the moment. So if they do, we will we'll post you a graphic and speak to the specifics on the warning. So right now we're warning free, which is a good place to be, obviously. So some additional showers and storms out south of Dallas, heading towards Corsicana. Those will be ones that we'll watch. Hillsborough, Waco. I saw, it looks like some pretty decent damage down Killeen area, Belton from earlier on. So that'll be interesting to see assessed and whatnot tomorrow during daylight. But with us sitting warning free for now, we'll step aside. And thanks for stopping by and talking to us here this evening. Thanks for all the reports we got from folks. Really that helps a ton. Allows me to pass things along to the Weather Service and those folks who need to know these things. So good news there, or good to have that news from you guys. That helps us a lot in being able to process things for the folks over in Shreveport or in Fort Worth or Houston, depending on where the issues are and the reports come from. We can pass those along to the folks accordingly. But we'll step aside here for now, come back in if we need to, if we have more in the way of that destructive potential, which is what brought us on initially or about an hour or so back, I guess. But for now, thanks for stopping by. We will see you guys in the morning for a weather update as we normally do between 7 and about 7:30. And we'll have a 7-day forecast. Got some more shower and thunderstorm potential for tomorrow. We'll discuss that at that point. Thanks for stopping by tonight, though, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks for watching this live broadcast from Doc Deason's Weather. When weather's at its worst, we're at our best. Doc Deason's Weather, the calm in the storm.